This is your home for the Wildcats. Louisburg Sports Live.
More out of the backfield. Fake the pass. Another draw by Battle, and he's got some big running room and a touchdown. 15-yard scamper from Declan Battle.
Louisburg Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more about fast, reliable service and great customer service at gobrawley.com.
Wildcats with another one. Trying to find the hole. They do. Nice put away there by Kaylee Kilgore.
Ethan Parker from under the basket. What a layup there. Asher sees room, takes the two from the free throw range and gets it there.
The 2-2 from Declan Battle. Did he go around? He did. Strike three called. Baston Moore runs over a man up the middle and will carry Trevor McGraw into the end zone for another Wildcat touchdown.
It's time for the Wildcats on your home for Louisburg High School Athletics. Louisburg Sports Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Louisburg Sports Live here on a rainy Friday night for the regular season finale here in Spring Hill, where the Broncos host the Louisburg Wildcats. Got a pretty interesting matchup coming up for you all tonight, as the 6-1 Broncos are set to host the 3-4 Wildcats. This broadcast is brought to you by Vose Pharmacy. At Vose Pharmacy, you can count on their dependable and reliable pharmacist, Kevin Vose, and his friendly staff. Serving Louisburg for more than 10 years. To learn more, visit vosepharmacy.com or call 913-837-3784. That's Vose Pharmacy, the presenting sponsor of Louisburg Sports Live. We'll go ahead and send it to our first break here on the pregame show, and we'll be right back with the pregame show.
The University of Kansas Health System is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs. Both organizations know excellence comes through their actions. It's about giving support and collaborating together. It's providing comfort and leadership to forge the path to success. The University of Kansas Health System cares for you in every moment, no matter how small. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Vose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown pharmacy. Pharmacist Kevin Vose and his team are proud to be part of the Louisburg community, and your health is their top priority. And now with Test to Treat, Vose can provide strep and flu testing and treatment all in one by appointment. Vose continues to be your stop for everyday health essentials and all of your prescription needs. Vose Pharmacy, Louisburg's pharmacy, and proud to support the Wildcats. Call 913-533-7575 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Wildcat Veterinary Clinic. Come see us at our newly remodeled facility across from the stadium. We're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services and specialty care that includes surgery, chiropractic, and reproductive services. With 24-hour emergency services, a team of 13 veterinarians, and 3 other locations in Paola, Drexel, and Martin City, our commitment to this community makes Wildcat Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Maximize your athletic potential with Louisburg Chiropractic. Athletes of all ages and skill levels can improve with the help of Dr. Jake Polzin at Louisburg Chiropractic Center. Shorter recovery times, increased range of motion, and flexibility are just a few of the benefits. Everyone can benefit from chiropractic care, from the pros to gym rats, rec golfers to high school athletes. Let Louisburg Chiropractic Center improve your performance. Call now, 913-837-2910.
Back on for the pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Farm Bureau financial agent TJ Solander. TJ's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 106 West Amity Street or call 913-837-3237. That's TJ Solander Farm Bureau pregame show. Right now, Louisburg on a 2-game win streak so far, as they had 3 straight home appearances to round out their regular season. It was a tough front half, and seeing that they had mostly away games in the front 4, they started off 0-4, and just a really tough start, or they started off 0-3, excuse me. Really tough start. Went 1-3 after a win over Bonner Springs, and then, of course, took another loss at home against Eudora. And that was followed by a win against Wichita West, alongside a win against their last week's opponent, Ottawa, and 2 good wins. Ottawa, a great team, fell to 4-3. They were 4-2 running into that game at home, and then losing to Louisburg was definitely not on their schedule coming around the corner where you're wrapping up the end of the regular season, but they've got a tough opponent this week. Louisburg does also have their hands full against these Broncos. The Broncos team currently 6-1. Last week dominating Emporia 43-0, and the week before at Paola 56-34. This team is no stranger to high-scoring games and looks to do so again tonight. Louisburg, if they're going to want to pull this thing off, they're going to need a lot of things to go right. But right now, this rain going to create a pretty wet atmosphere, whether or not it sticks around, as it looks like it's going to be kind of tailing off at the end of our first quarter. So maybe in that first quarter we'll get the rain, and then after that should be clear skies according to my weather app. But 56 degrees as well. This is kind of the first taste of cold weather we've had this season. This is football weather. As much as we may not love this form of football weather, we live in Kansas, so this is what the cards that we get dealt here on a Friday night, and this is what it comes down to. This is what all the conditioning and everything else preps you for, is a rainy October Friday right around the corner with Halloween next Friday, the start of playoffs. Everybody getting amped up for that. And this is going to be an interesting one. And honestly, advantage to Louisburg for the rain, because there's a lot of opportunities for mistakes. If Louisburg can kind of get some gumption going and hang on to the ball, not force any big kind of facepalm turnovers in the rain tonight, I think they're going to be set pretty well. And Spring Hill could easily get a little bit ahead of themselves and lose a possession or two early with it being so wet and not being able to hold on to the ball. With that, we'll go ahead and jump into the keys to the game after this break here. We'll be right back on Louisburg Sports Live. Stay tuned.
The Bose Real Estate Group at Keller Williams would like to wish all of our sporting teams success this season. If you're looking for real estate, feel free to contact us. If you're looking for buyer needs or seller needs, we're more than happy to help you with any of your transactions. feel free to give us a call, 913-963-4076, or you can email us at dougbose@kw.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and go Cats.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to the TJ Solander Farm Bureau pregame show here on Louisburg Sports Live. I'm Drake Miller. I'll be taking you through the action tonight. Rain keeps falling, but not too heavily. It's a nice light mist, but it's just enough to keep this atmosphere wet. And the field, it's going to be just as sloppy as everything else out here tonight on this beautiful Friday night for football. Keys to the game, Louisburg, if they're going to want to take this win home, one of their big assets is Blaze Vose. Getting Vose going early in the contest is what's going to breed success for this Wildcats squad. We've seen them be able to do it. They got a couple of explosive runs out of him early on in last week's game against Ottawa, and those ended up in scoring drives. It's a lot easier for this team to micromanage the red zone as well when Vose is on his best. So making sure that that offensive line is clicking, making sure that the play call is clicking, and also that Vose is attacking those right spots and getting him going early is going to be the key to success tonight. Supporting factors on defense for the Wildcats, though, finding the primary back for Spring Hill. This has kind of been something they've struggled with throughout this season, is finding out who's going to be carrying the ball a majority of the time. And honestly, once again, we go back to their successful times. Last week against Ottawa, they found the primary back, and he was shut out in the second half. Had a net yardage of less than 10 yards on carries in the second half. It was a bunch of TFLs. He had one pretty solid explosive run towards the end of the game, but other than that, it was a shutout against him. So looking to to identify the primary back, and then, of course, no big passes, making sure that there aren't any huge explosive plays out of Spring Hill. Let's go ahead and step aside for the national anthem. Like I was saying, no big passes out of Spring Hill. If Louisburg wants to take home the win, they've got to limit the explosive plays. And especially with the rain, I think you got to risk the drop ball underneath. I know that Spring Hill, they've got a pretty good passing game right now. Jordan Miller sits at 7 touchdown passes with 827 yards across 7 weeks. That's certainly threatening. That's over 100 yards passing per game. So got to keep an eye on the pass game. It's definitely there, but I would say risk the underneath ball. With the rain coming down, you've got those chances of drops, and then collapse and rally to the ball, making sure that you're getting the down early and also just keeping that drive alive. Force the errors on the other team, make sure that it's not you giving up the big play. For Spring Hill, though, although I could just say, hey, capitalize on the big plays and make sure you're switching up the backs and make sure you're stopping Vose. Those are all good points, but really for Spring Hill, one of the big points, stealing a possession. This has been a kryptonite for Louisburg so far this season is possessions, and losing that possession game has been their big deal. Last week we saw them win. The week before we saw them win. Against Bonner Springs we saw them win. All 3 wins have come from winning in takeaways, winning in their possessions. Whether or not they win in total yardage doesn't matter, but they win in takeaways, and that has been the key to success. If Spring Hill could come out and get the lead in takeaways early and then strike first, that's going to be a big, big hit to Louisburg, and we've seen that be a problem previously. So that's going to be the key for them. Getting out early. Once again, striking early, getting out in front early, and then just being able to hold on to that lead and carrying it into tempo possessions. Keeping that tempo at exactly what you want. Pacing the game yourself is going to be key for Spring Hill. You are the favorite coming into tonight, the clear favorite, as a matter of fact. You've been dominating teams left and right. Your only losses to Eudora, at Eudora away. You're undefeated at home. Let's not fumble this one away and get something going early and keep it out in front, making sure that they are containing their possessions and running the clock at exactly the pace they want it to be run. With that being said, we'll go ahead and send it to our final break, and we'll be right back for the coin toss results.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Building a life is different for everyone, because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Buddy Shaw in Louisburg for a quote today.
Explore, Imagine, and Connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Back on the pregame show here on Louisburg Sports Live. Just moments away from the coin toss as the captains will look to head out. Lined up out there for Spring Hill. Looks like Brooks Byer alongside Duncan Pinkham, Clayton Meek, bunch of captains out there for Spring Hill. Hank Kochever. Oh, excuse me. That's just Hank Kochever. Clayton Meek. Siler Stewart and Jordan Miller. And I assume the regulars out there for Louisburg. Looks like Michael Foote, Max Amarin. Got those numbers. Usually Ricky Giles accompanies them out there, and along with Johnny Hendrickson, and that will be it. Louisburg wins, defers, and that means Spring Hill will get the ball first. So Spring Hill, excuse me. Louisburg wins the toss. Spring Hill will be receiving from the left side of your screen. That'll be the north end of the stadium. And we are ready to rock and roll here in this regular season finale. Week 8 here in Kansas high school football with postseason right around the corner. We will see what it brings. This is a huge game for both of these teams. Spring Hill looking to be one of the top seeded in the postseason, rolling in at 7-1. Louisburg trying to maybe claw at a chance to get a home game going in 4-4. We'll see if that is possible, if they can scratch out a 500 record here tonight. They are on a 2-game win streak, but that was 2 home games. They've only won 1 away game this year, and that was at Bonner Springs way earlier on against the team that actually is winless so far this season. And it wasn't a very flashy win either, but Wichita West, that game certainly gave Louisburg some hope, rallied into Ottawa, and we'll see if they can rally into tonight. One thing that I've pointed out a lot of times to a lot of people is saying this team has the ability to get it done against any other team in the state. They have the ability to get it done. It's all about limiting the big mistakes. Blaze Vose ready to kick it away here. And here we go. Underway. Back deep to return is Cameron Wells, who bobbles it for a second, dashes upfield, gets down at the 28-29, which is where Spring Hill will start their drive. Rain keeps falling, so we will see a moist first quarter, more than likely, as a ref drops the ball on its way out. Ball will start on the 29 here as Miller and company take the field for Spring Hill and the Broncos. Man coverage here out early for Louisburg as Miller flips it off to his left. This one's dropped. The intended target was Keegan Folk. And that one just off of his hands, almost a backward pass, but an incompletion. And that's exactly what I was talking about in the pregame. This passing game is one of the lethal parts of the Spring Hill offense. Limiting those deep ball throws, they're going to be a lot easier to catch with the breadbasket and everything. But forcing those underneath bullet passes, they're harder to catch, and also limiting the yardage. Now you got to identify the primary back as they go halfback toss. It'll be a little bit of razzle-dazzle in the backfield. With the ball now is 81 Wyatt Gatlin. Gatlin down the right sideline, gets a block, and all the way inside of the 10, where he steps out of bounds. Talk about an explosive play. Picks up 21 to get across the 50, and an extra 43. 64 yards on the ground by number 81, Gatlin. Gatlin, senior receiver, standing 5'11", 160. Here's Miller taking the snap and handing it off to his right. And it will be shoved up at the 5. Kochevar. And now still 0-0. 3 plays into this drive here for Spring Hill, and deep in the red zone as they will look to get off of the field early and put their defense on the ground. Miller takes the snap in shotgun, hands it off. Kochevar gets upfield and inside the end zone. It'll be a touchdown, Broncos. Kochevar gets the first 6, and quickly at that. Not the start you were looking to see out of Louisburg. The kick is up and good. PAT on the board. 7-0 as we take a break here on Louisburg Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Well, I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day.
Well, that's too bad. Don't work too hard.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Spring Hill strikes early. 7-0 as they look to kick this one away. Back to Louisburg. Looking to send it deep, I believe, is Aiden Odell, junior kicker, 6', 165. Back deep to return, Heinrich and Wright. It'll be in the direction of Matthias Wright, who bobbles it. Now will take off Tries to get upfield, bumps into his own player or teammate, and up to the 16 where Louisburg will start their drive. Bit of a difference between those two returns as Wright barely makes it outside of the 15-yard line, and now Louisburg will set up the offense with Ameren. First cold drive of the season, and it's wet too. In the gun. Ameren takes a snap and hands it off. It's Vose. Up the middle, gets across the 20 and to the 21, where he'll be down for a 5-yard gain. Second and 5 coming up now for the Wildcats as they try to establish the run game early. After seeing that offensive drive out of Spring Hill, though, you kind of understand passing going to be a tough thing to acquire, especially when it hasn't really been the strong suit of Louisburg thus far. Ameren will take it himself up the field, gets the first down, and a yard extra with it. It'll be a gain of 6 for Ameren. So now 1st and 10 from the 27 for the Wildcats, as they'll try to push their way down this field methodically. 9:39 on the clock. Send a man in motion. Ameren hands it off to Vose. Vose tripped up at the line, will trip forward or stumble forward for 2, and that'll be it for that gain. 2 yards on the carry from Blaze Vose. Now they'll face their first off-tempo pickup. A little bit behind pace on this set of downs. You're looking for about 3 per play. Make it a 4th and 1 situation. Another handoff to Vose as he punches his way forward, driving his feet, chop, chop, chop all the way to the 36, where he will be a 3rd and 1 away from a new set of downs. 7-yard pickup from Vose. Oh, no, excuse me. More than that, they gave him the first down, it looks like, so an 8-yard pickup from Blaze Vose for the first. 1st and 10 from the 37 now. They'll go ace formation once again. Down to 8:18 on the clock. Ameren takes it himself out to the left, and he will be trampled about half a yard upfield. Give him a yard on the carry. Ameren makes limited progress as we enter inside of 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Wildcats back 7. 2nd and 9 coming up. This time they'll have 4 wideouts. Vose the back. As Ameren drops back to pass, feels the pressure early and gets it out, but incomplete. Bobble it off of the hands of Braxton Eastland. Not only the hands, but had him right in the gut. A great ball by Ameren, who was feeling the pressure. Bullet pass across the middle. Eastland just unable to reel it in. Brings up a 3rd and long situation after the incompletion. 3rd and 9. Not the situation you wanted to be in. Eastland going to be regretting that drop later. As Wildcats will see the pressure. They'll flip it out to Getterman, who's wrapped up, breaks the tackle, stiff arms his way upfield, and gets just across the 40. which brings up 4th and long now. 4th and 7 after the 2-yard reception. And that'll bring out the punt team here for the Wildcats. A rough start. Talk about the impact that one play can have on a drive. Wildcats have certainly felt those plays throughout this season. They have just deflated the offense a multitude of times. Foes with the punt. This one I think was blocked. Will fall just across the 50 and reeled in at the 49 on the Spring Hill side. Not a great punt either. Could have probably just arm punted it if it came down to it. Broncos will take over a yard from midfield now with a line to gain at the Louisburg 41. I will say, though, now that the offense has been out for Louisburg, you know, you've got it warmed up. You know what it's going to take to get the things done. You've seen a drive. Now Miller's going to drop back to pass. He fires across the field. It is complete. Up the field. Here goes 86. Riley McAvoy all the way inside of the 30 to the 28. $23 yards on the reception. A little bit of trickery once again. Miller drops back to pass again. This time flips it to his back on the carry. Mason Dodson gets upfield all the way to the 21. Just shy of a 8-yard gain. 7 yards on the carry for Dodson, number 6, who hasn't touched the ball yet today. The only player to have 2 touches outside of Miller is Hank Kochever, and he had 2 back-to-back plays on the last drive. Fake the handoff. Miller fires to his right. It is complete. There's Kochever inside of the 10-5, touchdown. Into the end zone after breaking 2 tackles. And that's a 21-yard reception. Clock sits at 5:20. As Spring Hill will boot the PAT through. And that will make it a 14-0 score here early in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Be right back on Louisburg Sports Live. Oh, shoot.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Following the 51-yard drive consisting of only 3 plays, 2 of them 20-plus. Wright and Heinrich back deep to return here as Odell will look to kick it away. 14-0's the score. Spring Hill out to an early lead. Following 2 40-plus scoring games here for Spring Hill. as this is Matthias right up the middle, gets across the 30 to the 31, where they will start their drive.
On return, number 5, Matthias Wright.
Starting with the ball on the 31 now. Louisburg with a 15-yard advantage from last drive, meaning the yardage gained on last drive would have put them over the 50, looking downhill at the end zone.
First and 10, Louisburg at their own 31.
Getting across midfield is going to be key here on this offensive drive. Ameren under center, two-back set, fakes the jet sweep to Getterman and hands it off to Vose. Vose tries to get outside, and it'll be a tackle for a loss of 2. So 2nd and 11 coming up as Louisburg gets behind the sticks. Already way off of pace from what you'd like to see them. Spring Hill showing 8 at the front as Vose gets a tough carry up the field for 4 yards. Four-yard carry brings up 3rd and 8 now. As Ameren heads to the sideline to get the call, and now back into the huddle. Third and 8 now. Gotta convert. This is punt territory if you don't. Gotta bring it at least within 2, ideally if you're Louisburg. Ameren takes snap and drops back. Looking, firing over the middle. He's got a man. And just out in front of Aiden Spradling, who couldn't get underneath it. Tough look. Ameren just overthrows his man, who probably had a house call.
4th and 8 for the Wildcats.
As now it'll bring up 4th and 8, and Vose out there to punt once more, quickly. A 3 and out here for the Broncos. Low snap, Vose, his punt off to the right will trickle a yard deeper than last time to the 48 on Spring Hill's side. So 52 yards from the end zone now for Spring Hill. Tough start on offense. Louisburg unable to get much going. Only a net 2 yards on that drive alone. So they were unable to get anything going, and with 2 incompletions in the bag as well, just kind of makes things tough to get going. Here's a carry. Coach Aver will be brought down for a 3-yard gain.
On the stop, number 63, Johnny Hendrickson.
Hendrickson made his way all the way out to the left edge just to wrap him up. Coach Aver, the primary back, so if you're Louisburg, you've got him identified. Got to keep him in your line of sight at all times. 2nd and 7. Miller hands it off on the jet sweep to the left with speed, gets upfield, and the first down will be acquired by Cameron Wells, the junior receiver. Seven for 7 for Cameron Wells, number 7 of the Broncos. 1st and 10 from the 42 on Louisburg's side as Spring Hill wants their first timeout of the game. We'll go ahead and take one with them, and we'll be right back.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest.
Back on Louisburg Sports Live after the timeout. Spring Hill down to 2 timeouts. 2:39 on the clock as Louisburg comes out in man coverage. Miller will drop back to pass and roll to his right. Has time and fires deep, wide open, and that'll be a touchdown from the 42. 42-yard completion to Cameron Wells. Brings the score 20-0 in the first quarter alone. Looking ugly for the Wildcats a week out of the postseason. Odell with the kick, and it is good. PAT through the uprights. 21-0 is the score here on Louisburg Sports Live. We'll take one more break and be right back.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to Prime.
Back on Louisburg Sports Live. 21-0 is the score. Here with 2:30 left on the clock. 9-second play there at the end. A 42-yard receiving touchdown from Cameron Wells. Wright and Heinrich back deep to return. One will be received at the 7 by Wright, who goes up the middle and will be brought down at the 24. So Louisburg in their 2 drives, both ending up in a punt. The last drive was a 3-and-out. Had 2 first downs in the first drive and then was put behind the sticks, resulting in an incompletion and then a 2-yard reception that just wasn't enough for the Wildcats to get in comfortable 4-down range. They will start at the 24, line to gain at the 34 here in their own territory. Amron and company take the field. In the gun, Amron takes off with it and will just make it about 2 yards upfield before he's brought down. Surprised to see him go with a intentional QB draw there. Broncos very aggressive on defense as they have been sending what looks to be anywhere between 5 and 8 guys up front on the blitz. showing 5 right now, and there they go. It's a screenplay out to Getterman. He catches it, but only gets upfield about a yard. Louisburg persistently having trouble getting the ball moving as clock winds inside of 90 seconds, 124 and counting. Third and 7 now. Hammering in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking to his left. Dodges a tackle. Tries to break through another, but he's brought down inside of the 15 for a big-time sack. Loss of 13 on the play. And that will certainly bring out the punt team here for Louisburg as Vose gets set to kick it away. Right now, punting hasn't really been great. We'll see if he can get this one across the 50 once more. It would be impressive. A little bit high and hanging up in the air as it will be scooped up at the 34 on the Louisburg side of the half. So the field has only been short for this offense of the Broncos so far tonight. And 34 yards just out of, or inside of their longest play. Last drive had a 42-yard reception for a touchdown as Miller fakes the handoff, fakes the flip, now goes up the middle, breaks through a tackle and inside of the 20 where he will be brought down for the first down. It'll be a 14-yard carry for Jordan Miller. And that will just about do it for the first quarter as we wrap it up here on Louisburg Sports Live. We'll be right back for the second after this break. Stay tuned.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.com.
Explore, Imagine, and Connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Back on Spring Hill at the 20-yard line. It's a carry up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 plays for 34 yards. Mason Dodson punches it in this time. And that will bring the score 27-0. Only 4 seconds off the clock in that 20-yard dash out of Dodson. 28-0 after the made PAT. We'll keep it here for Louisburg Sports Live as the Wildcats get set to return their 4th kick of the night. It's been a brutal one so far. Not to say it's out of reach, but seeing the rain has stopped, the mistakes have been limited. I mean, everything for Spring Hill just looking up right now. Like I said, coming off of 2 40-plus point performances against in away stadiums, not to mention against Paola and Emporia, 2 teams that certainly aren't slouching this season. But Emporia shut out 43-0 and Paola 56-34. So even in a high-scoring shootout, they take the dub by almost 20 points. Back deep to return the usuals, Heinrich and Wright, as Odell kicks it away. This one will be returned from the 1. And a little hesitation there out of Heinrich. Brings him to the 16 or 17. See where they spot it down at. Looks like the 16. Which is where they started on their first drive, which has been their most successful. The other 2 ending up in 3-and-out punts with negative yardage plays on both of those drives. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Amron in the gun. Takes the snap and will fake the handoff, but he is swarmed in the backfield. My goodness. Not even a second to think about it, and it'll be a 5-yard sack. Louisburg struggling on offense and defense alike. I mean, you look at the defensive plays, which they've been out there 4 times already in the first quarter, and you've got 3, 2, 4-play touchdowns. Back-to-back 3-play touchdown drives, and then a 2-play touchdown drive out of Spring Hill, and this one's knocked away. It was tipped by the defensive back, Brooks Byer. It was intended for Blaze Vose, and now 3rd and 15 coming up for Louisburg as salt gets poured into the wound. 10:28 on the clock. Or 10:58, excuse me. And if you aren't able to get anything going on this series, things start to look exceedingly grim. Amron to his left. Speed option will flip it to Vose, and that will be a loss. Another loss of yardage, this time 4 on the play. And that will be 4th and 19 coming up. As Vose looks to kick it deep. He is in the end zone by a good 6-7 yards.
Number 12, Benny Reagan.
Here's the punt. Sky high as they signal for the fair catch. And it will be the 40-yard line where it is marked on the Louisburg side. Starting on the Louisburg 40. This is the second consecutive drive that they will be starting in opposing territory. Before that, they were only 1 yard and 2 yards off of the 50-yard line on the drives prior. They've yet to be inside of their own 25 this game. Coach Aver gets the call once more. Makes his way upfield for 2 yards on the carry. Clock sits at 9:50. Inside of 10 minutes remaining in the half. Miller in the gun with Coach Aver behind him and trips on his right. There will be a whistle as no flag was thrown, but an official timeout as they are forced to sub Cameron Wells off the field.
We had an official equipment timeout.
For an equipment timeout.
2nd and 8 for the Broncos.
I believe he just didn't have his mouth guard in. Coach Aver gets the call again. Stiff arms the linebacker, makes his way inside of the 15, down at the 11. From the 38, and they'll mark him at the 10. So 28-yard carry for Coach Aver. As it'll be 1st and goal. A little bit unfortunate that they marked it inside of the 10 for the Broncos. Not that they've really had any trouble so far tonight. 8:50 on the clock. Miller fakes the toss, has to dip out to his left, and he's brought down. Big time sack by Bryce Thompson. Backs him up all the way outside of the 20 as Miller was scrambling to get out of the pressure. That'll be -12. So 22-yard line. A huge opportunity now for Louisburg to try and light some fire in this ball game. Miller gets the hard count. And there will be a flag on the play thrown in the secondary, as that's a delay of game on the offense. So tack on another 5 yards.
After the penalty against the Broncos, ball plays the 27.
Ball now on the 27. Louisburg will not see an opportunity like this, I don't think, for the rest of the game. This is big time momentum. And Spring Hill wants a timeout, so a lot of stoppages here as we get about midway through the second quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on Louisburg Sports Live, brought to you by Vose Pharmacy.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
28-0. Miller drops back to pass, looking deep from the 27-yard line. He fires to the end zone, and it is caught. What a catch. That was spectacular. out of Cameron Wells. What a reception. 27 yards. Brings the score 34-0. I mean, gotta give credit where it's due, as the PAT is good. Cameron Wells in double coverage. Goes up and grabs it. A physical snag out of the air. And now a 35-0 score. With 7:38 remaining on the clock. First half nearly wrapped up here in Spring Hill. Game time's only been 40 minutes so far, as this Broncos team has kept things swift. Odell back out on the field to kick it away for the 5th time today. 5 touchdowns coming from Wells, Dodson, Wells, Cochaver, and Cochaver. Cochaver and Wells with 2, Dodson with 1. As Wright will bring it out to just shy of the 25. 24 is where Louisburg will start.
First and 10 Wildcats at their own 24.
They've yet to get a big play. Their longest 8 yards tonight. As they'll hand it off to Vose. Vose up the middle. He gets it now, and inside past the 40 at the 41-yard line for a nice 17 yards. Looks like they'll give him the 42, so 18 yards on the carry from Vose. Just as I said, haven't had the explosive play. Now a mere 8 yards away from crossing midfield for the first time tonight. His first down in 3 drives as well. As Amron will take off, and only good for about a yard. Clock now at 7 minutes in the second quarter. Amron in the gun. Gets some flinch from the opposition. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. That entire Spring Hill team pretty much was looking to blitz on that play. Sure, it was kind of a waterfall effect as it comes up 2nd and 4 now from the 48, 2 yards away. Louisburg trying to find that downhill momentum for the first time tonight. 2nd and 4. Amron takes a snap and dips out to his left. Gets across the 50 and will be what looks to be about half a yard shy of the line to gain.
On a tackle, number 2, Kyle Stewart. Third short for Louisburg, Spring Hill 49.
Third and inches now for the Wildcats. Cameron in the gun once more. 2 on his right, 1 on his left for receivers. As he hands it off, Bose up the middle will be tackled forward for 2 yards. And that'll be a first down. First and 10 from the 47 in Spring Hill territory. 6 minutes on the clock. Play clock at 10 now. Louisburg gets set in formation. 5 and counting. Need to go quick. Amron takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He'll find the blitz, and that gets to him immediately. Backed up. 7 yards on the sack. And that is the benefit to the defense. When you see that play clock winding down, you see a team get set, you know they're going to be going on that first clap, and you see the linebackers just blitz the A-gap. Amron had no time on play action, just needed to get that one out. Second and 17 now. Amron will hand it off. Vose up the middle will get shut down for a gain of 6, which would be nice if they were out in front of the sticks. Now a 3rd and 1 coming up. Or no, not 3rd and 1, 3rd and 11, sorry. 1 yard from getting back inside. Back by 5 scores. As 3rd down approaches, Amron motions a man out of the backfield and throws it over to Vose. Vose has space to get upfield. Does he pick it up? They will mark him a yard shy. 10 yards on the reception. So 4th and 1 coming up, with the clock sitting at 3:45 and counting. Fourth and 1. Play clock at 10. Two. They try to draw him off sides. And Louisburg will call a timeout to prevent the delay of game. They got him on the hard count earlier. Surprised to see the stoic nature of Spring Hill. They were able to keep their composure on defense. I thought they'd be all out on the blitz, but great heads-up awareness. Clock at 3:18 remaining in the half. Spring Hill backed up. This is the longest drive out of Louisburg so far, as Amron will go under center this time. And it'll be a flip to Vose. Vose gets out to his left and wrapped up for a TFL. Loss of 1 on the play. And that'll be a turnover on downs. 39 is where Spring Hill will start.
First and 10 for the Broncos at their own 39.
This is the second farthest that they have been from their own end zone starting a possession tonight. The farthest being the opening kickoff where they return it to the 29, 10 yards back. Still yet to be inside of their own 25 at all in this game other than the opening kickoff where they returned it. This is a direct snap to Miller, who will take off, tuck and run. Gets into the secondary, inside of the 25, and brought down at the 23-yard line. 38 yards on the carry from Miller. And they are just making it look easy right now. Spring Hill, great team this season, 6-1, and they have not done anything to not earn that record. I mean, they have just been great against opponents. Near flawless this season. Had a faulty win to Eudora. And it'll be another substitution for equipment. This time, Jordan Miller forced to come out, the quarterback. So now coming in is Brennan Dubert, who hands it off to Coach Aver. Coach Aver up the field, inside of the 5. Carries it from the 23 to the 4. That's a 19-yard carry out of Coach Aver. So now first and goal from the 4 as the clock winds inside of 2 minutes. Miller comes back onto the field. It's Dubert, the sophomore. 6'3", 185. Nice build for a quarterback. They've got a bright future. Miller will toss up a flag route. Oh my goodness. Riley McAvoy on a dirty reception. Wow. Not much else to say. Into the back corner. And what a catch. Spring Hill expands to a 42-point lead after another 3-play touchdown drive, this time for 61 yards. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on Louisburg Sports Live, presented by Vos Pharmacy.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Wildcats.
After the astounding catch from Riley McAvoy on a beautiful ball from Jordan Miller. I mean, I didn't give credit where it was due. Miller tossed it up in the perfect spot. That is not an easy feat for any quarterback at any level. To have that confidence in your receiver to go up and get it, or at least defend it if The D-back falls back enough and reads the route. Beautiful ball out of Jordan Miller, and then a beautiful catch out of Riley McAvoy. Louisburg struggling on both sides of the ball, and it persists as Heinrich brings it out to the 26, where they will start their drive. 1:31 on the clock. Looking back at the previous drives, 4 out of the 6 scoring drives from Spring Hill were in 3 plays. And only one of them started in opposing territory. Ameren hands it off up the middle. Vose with the carry out to the 34, 33 yard line for a pickup of 7 yards. Clock winds to 1:10 and counting as we near the final 60 seconds. 1 minute now. Ameren in the gun. Motions Vose out of the backfield. Fakes the screen pass and darts up the middle. Gets all the way to the 44 for about 11 yards on the carry for Ameren. Trying to find some kind of mojo going into halftime. I hate speculating about halftime speeches, you know, what goes on in the locker room and whatnot, but you got to be wondering, how do you go about this? As a team that has had success and wants to breed success, how do you go about a 42-point deficit at halftime? 2-yard carry for Blaze Vose. Brings up 2nd and 8. As the clock winds down to its final 10 seconds. And that will be it for the first half. 42-0 start for the Broncos to try to push them to a 7-1 record going into the postseason. Louisburg had a lot of incentive coming into tonight, and I think most of that has been depleted. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the halftime show.
Vose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown pharmacy. Pharmacist Kevin Vose and his team are proud to be part of the Louisburg community, and your health is their top priority. And now with Test to Treat, Vose can provide strep and flu testing and treatment all in one by appointment. Vose continues to be your stop for everyday health essentials and all of your prescription needs. Vose Pharmacy, Louisburg's pharmacy, and proud to support the Wildcats. Call 913-533-7575 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Explore, imagine, and connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
For the halftime show here on Louisburg Sports Live, it was a dicey first half, and Spring Hill fired up, certainly going into this locker room, as they have been flawless thus far. Not a single punt, and exceptionally good defensive play, forcing a plethora of 3-and-outs out of this Louisburg team. The first and the last 2 drives of the 8 were the only non-3-and-outs, or 7 drives this half, and 3 of them were not 3-and-outs, leaving 4 3-and-outs for Louisburg. And going into this postseason, you know, after the last 2 weeks, you saw the game against Ottawa, a team that's 4-2, certainly capable of making a run in the playoffs as they've beat some pretty tough teams. Spring Hill, 6-1, a astoundingly solid season. But if there's any point where you would think, you know, any given Friday, it would be this one. And they said no. They weren't giving it up. They weren't giving up their 7th win. They wanted to take it, and they wanted to run up the score and show these teams going into the postseason what they're all about. And outside of the first drop in the first drive, it's been flawless through the air. It's been flawless on the ground. They've had 2 negative yardage plays from call them plays if you will, a delay of game and a 12-yard sack. And those were the only negative yardage plays that they've had this entire half. And that was towards the end on one of their lengthier drives from the opposing 40, from the Louisburg 40, which they ended up scoring on with a 27-yard double coverage catch from Cameron Wells. And then, not to mention, you want to talk about amazing catches, make it a dude perfect reel, because they threw a flag route or fade route. I don't even know. I thought it was a flag because it was kind of a corner route to the back post. But I think it was a flag route from Jordan Miller connecting with number 86, Riley McAvoy, who just a great route, great catch, and a great ball all around. Flawless play out of Spring Hill. If you were Louisburg, you needed openings. Coming into this game, you kind of understood you needed to see some openings to try and capitalize on. Spring Hill has given them zip this game on offense or on defense. They haven't given them any openings. They've been forcing tons of negative yardage plays from their defense to Louisburg's offense. And frankly, offensively, it's unstoppable. From what it looks, statistic-wise, it's unstoppable. Coming out of half, I think if you're Louisburg, you've got to be thinking, condition yourself for the postseason. You understand that if you want to make a run in the postseason, you're facing teams that are better than this, that won't leave any holes in their offense or defense, and you've got to be playing 110, 120% every single play. And that's a tough thing for a team that is used to being dominant, is used to being a contender each season to kind of settle into that reality coming down the stretch of the regular season. You're staring down the barrel of a 3-5 record. It's not the end of the world by any means as you get set for the postseason, but it means that you've got your work cut out for you for the remainder if you want to try and extend a run and go the length in the postseason. They have their hands full tonight. They're going to have it full in the rest of this 2025 football postseason if they want to make a run. We'll take one more break here on the halftime show on Louisburg Sports Live, presented by Vose Pharmacy, and we'll be right back with the stats.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Maximize your athletic potential with Louisburg Chiropractic. Athletes of all ages and skill levels can improve with the help of Dr. Jake Polzin at Louisburg Chiropractic Center. Shorter recovery times, increased range of motion, and flexibility are just a few of the benefits. Everyone can benefit from chiropractic care, from the pros to gym rats, rec golfers to high school athletes. Let Louisburg Chiropractic Center improve your performance. Call now, 913-837-2910. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Back on the halftime show, yardage totals for both of these teams as we get to halftime in this contest. Louisburg sitting at 85.
Special shout out to our Spring Hill High School marching Broncos, who finished second place in the entire state of Kansas last Saturday and Florida.
Big time shout out to the marching Broncos, second place. But like I was saying, 85 total yards for Louisburg High tonight, 72 rush, 13 receiving, and then a total of 326 yards from Spring Hill. And that's 117 of those coming from the air and 209 of those coming from the ground. It's much easier to put these numbers up when you're only moving forward as a team. It's been Broncos football pretty much all night tonight. And not pretty much, it has been all night tonight. 42-0. They're 3 points from putting this game into turbo clock, which will shorten the regular season finale for both of these teams, and certainly in a good way for Spring Hill and a very tough way for Louisburg. And it just kind of tough to see at the end of the regular season, you know, when you're looking towards a postseason. You had a good win against Ottawa, a really good win against Wichita West, which you needed that for some good momentum rolling through these last two games. And now just kind of puttering out right now, and way too early if you're trying to make a lengthy postseason drive. So we'll go ahead and send it to one more break here on the halftime show, and we will be right back for the second half kickoff, which will be Louisburg receiving.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Buddy Shaw in Louisburg for a quote today.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Wildcat Veterinary Clinic. Come see us at our newly remodeled facility across from the stadium. We're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services and specialty care that includes surgery, chiropractic, and reproductive services. With 24-hour emergency services, a team of 13 veterinarians, and 3 other locations in Paola, Drexel, and Martin City, our commitment to this community makes Wildcat Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Back with just a few more minutes left for warm-ups in the halftime show of Louisburg Sports Live, as Spring Hill looks forward to their 7th win on the season. As previously mentioned, 3 points out from sending this into turbo clock, which is an irreversible damage. For those that may not know, once it's in, just that's the way it is for the rest of the game. So once that happens, essentially that is Louisburg taking the L at the end of the night, which, I mean, I've seen some crazy comebacks. I have not seen a 42-point comeback, I don't think ever, in my days of watching football. I would certainly love to see one here tonight, but that might be wishful thinking. Louisburg will need to get some spectacular momentum. A good 6 possessions back of Spring Hill right now, and you will need 6 touchdowns and 6 stops to tie this ball game up. So we will see if Spring Hill will hold it to 0 for the remainder of the game, or if Louisburg can crack the seal and break open maybe a touchdown or 2 towards the end of this game. Certainly once this game, if this game reaches into turbo clock, I would assume Miller and the rest of the stars on this team will probably step aside offensively, as well as the defensive stars. But looking back at these keys to the game, let's look at what Spring Hill has accomplished. Stealing a possession. I mean, honestly, kudos to Louisburg, as they haven't turned the ball over once. So as dominant as this game has been, it's been punts. And Louisburg just hasn't really been punting it very far, but that hasn't been a weak spot until this week for this squad. So that's a big plus when you want to look at kind of the nitty-gritty here tonight. No turnovers so far, so Spring Hill hasn't stolen a possession, but they did get out early, and their possessions have been working at their own pace, which is light speed. Matthias Wright and Cole Heinrich back deep to return for the Wildcats. As Aiden Odell looks to send it away. And here we go. Underway once more as this one hits the ground prior to the 15. Heinrich breaks a move up past the 40-yard line where he's lit up. Mikey Beck on the first contact. Oof, hard hit, but Heinrich bounces up and gets going once more. Tough kid out there that this Wildcat squad has. They will start at the 41 for the opening drive of the second half. Once again, it's been man coverage all night for the Broncos, as Vose tries to break out to the left and gets swarmed by 3 Broncos for a gain of only 2 on the play. So 2nd and 8 coming up now for Vose. This linebacker squad for the Broncos, consisting of Caden McCanna as well as Braden Bell. They have been all over the place and stopping these runs left and right. Ammer drops back to pass, flips it to his left. Getterman jukes his way upfield and will be 2 yards past the line to gain for a 10-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now across the 50 at the 47 in Spring Hill territory. Only the second time Louisburg has reached opposing territory tonight. As they motion a man across, hand it off to Vose up the middle, and he will be brought down for a gain of about 2.5.
On the carry, number 6, Blake Vose. Tackle made with number 5, Caden McKenna.
And McKenna was
Ball spot just inside Spring Hill.
on the play there.
Second and a long 7.
Every cylinder of this defense firing pretty productively on just about every play here for Spring Hill. Louisburg trying to punch holes. Here's Vose, who gets way upfield inside of the 40 for a gain of what looks to be 7 yards. Brings up 3rd and 1. As Vose starts to find his groove. 11 yards on 3 carries on this drive. Third and 1. Amron in the gun. Takes the snap and will dart to his left. He is swarmed in the backfield, but broke his way all the way to the line of scrimmage, and they'll give him a couple of inches. Now 4th and inches coming up. So just about a football's length from a first, maybe 2 actually. About 2 footballs away from the first down here on the 38. Amron takes the snap under center. Vose breaks up field. Deddy gets stopped short. And yes, he did. Be a turnover on downs, no gain on the play. Spring Hill will take over on the 37-38. .843 on the clock here in quarter number 3. As Miller takes the field once again. Hands it off. This one goes to the back. Looks like Ryan Drummond on the carry. Oh no, I was wrong about that. Sam Abbott saw the 0, thought it was an 8. So Abbott gets the call. And will pick up 2 yards on the play. Second and 8 now for Spring Hill as they will hand it off again. And out to his left, he's got room. This is Dodson, breaks back inside of the 25-20, and down at the 18-yard line. A breakaway play. Down at the 18 where they'll spot it, which is a 43-yard run out of Dodson. 7:47 on the clock as Spring Hill 18 yards from pretty much putting the nail in the coffin here. And Miller hands on his head after that incompletion.
Pass ball is incomplete, intended
only had one incompletion leading up to this one.
Martin Alcia Soto. Second and 10 for the Broncos.
Only a second incompletion tonight as Miller takes the field 2nd and 10 from the 18. Looks like a cover 1. No zone coverage here for Louisburg as it's a pass out to the right from Miller. The intended target was Eli Hendrick, incomplete. But interesting to see Louisburg dropping his zone there. Thompson was playing that flat, or that left side read. Looked to be some form of cover 3. As it looks like they'll go back to man. Up the middle. Here's Dodson marching his way upfield inside of the 15 for a pickup of 4 yards. Brings up 4th and 6. And it'll be the field goal unit heading onto the field to try and put it into turbo clock. It'll be 36-30 or 31-32 yards, depending on where they spot the ball. Here's Odell, the kick up and wide left. No good.
Kick is no good.
And Louisburg will take over on the 21. Well, they'll give it to him on the 20, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Louisburg will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, line to gain at the 30. Had a pretty all right drive on the last series. Got into 4-down territory as Ameren carries this one for about 2 yards.
42, Brayden Bell. 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Just got stood up at the end of their last drive. 2 no gains. Ended up in a turnover on downs from a 3rd and 1 situation. 6:14 on the clock. Ameren in the gun. Ace formation as he hands it off to Vose. Vose to his left will get just to the 25 and will be knocked back from there. 2 yards out of Vose brings up 3rd and 4. Yeah, 3rd and 4. So it looks like he actually picked up 4 yards. I don't know what I was thinking with 2. Trips on his right. Single receiver out to his left for Ameren. Throws the screen pass. It's almost intercepted. Carter Rainey was in the backfield to try and pick that one off and would have had a chance to punch it in as well. As that one falls incomplete, and the punt team will take the field for Louisburg. They will go 0 for 9 on drives. Vose, the snap high, almost blocked. But it'll be a fair catch signal at the Spring Hill 45, which is where they will start. So 1st and 10, line to gain at the opposite 45. And it will be Miller back on the field once more. Clock sits at 5:04 as this one's complete out to the left to Wells. And there will be a flag on the play. This will be the first penalty outside of delay of games that has been called tonight. And that'll back him up 7 yards on the holding call.
After the penalty, the ball was spotted back at the Spring Hill 38.
So Spring Hill now at the 38 on their side of the field. Wells had a nice 7-8 yard pickup and null and void. So now Miller fakes the pitch, runs out to his left and then moves back right using his legs. He's got speed. Tries to get past the last defender, but it'll be Gage Feldkamp forcing him out of bounds for a big gain of 12. Miller brings up a 2nd and 6.
At their own 49.
Miller takes a snap, hands it off to his left. Goes Dodson. Dodson gets inside of the 35 where he's pushed out of bounds. And will be marked just shy of it at the 36. So about 15 yards on the carry from Dodson, now at the 36 in Louisburg territory. 4:30 on the clock as Miller fakes the handoff, pitches it to the outside, and punching his way forward for 6 yards was Kochaver. And he'll be marked inside of the 30 at the 29. Inside of 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Miller in the gun again, hands it off. Dodson to his left, breaks a tackle. Pressing forward and inside of the 20 for a new set of downs and an 11-yard carry. Number 6 getting his name called quite a bit here towards the end. Had 2 carries on the previous drive for a total of 47 yards. Now on this drive, has 32. Here's Kochaver up the field in the middle. Here's a flag in the backfield, probably coming back for holding after about 7 or 8 yards. And that will be pulled back. Brings up 1st and 20. Penalty yards hurting the offense on this drive for Spring Hill as got an official timeout. Waiting for William Norton to get off the field. He looks a little bit rattled. Miller drops back to pass, looking to fire deep, and he will. This one hangs up in the air, and 2 receivers get rocked on the play. Intended target was either Keegan Folk or Riley McAvoy. McAvoy fell for an extended time at the end of that play as the 1st and 20 falls incomplete. One of the only times we've seen Miller kind of let one float. One had very little spiral to it and just didn't have the distance to get there. Underthrew his receivers. Clock at 3 flat here in quarter number 3. Miller will hand it off up the middle to Kochaver, who picks up 5 yards on the carry. 3rd and 15 coming up. Third and 15, ball spotted at the 23. See if they go with a run here. Inside of 2:20 now. Remaining in the 3rd quarter. Miller fakes the pitch, hands it off to Kochaver. Kochaver breaks up field, gets into the secondary, and picks up a 1st down. Pickup of what appears to be 17 yards. Puts him inside of the 10 at the 7-yard line for 1st and goal. Kochaver, the workhorse back tonight, has been great on the ground. Play clock at 5 as Miller takes a snap under center, dashes to his right, gets upfield for 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. Hendrickson was in on the stop. We're inside of 2 minutes now.
2nd and goal for the Broncos at the 2.
Second and goal from the 2. A little bit of motion, and Miller punches in. Jordan Miller. Gets the 8th of tonight. Or, excuse me, the 7th of tonight.
Set to put up the extra point. Number 35, Aiden Odell.
Odell will look to boot this one through the uprights. Make it a 49-point game. And there it is. 49-0 as we will be right back after this break, which will more than likely take us to the final quarter of the game. We'll be right back on Louisburg Sports Live, presented by Vose Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Wildcat Veterinary Clinic. Come see us at our newly remodeled facility across from the stadium. We're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services and specialty care that includes surgery, chiropractic, and reproductive services. With 24-hour emergency services, a team of 13 veterinarians, and 3 other locations in Paola, Drexel, and Martin City, our commitment to this community makes Wildcat Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Only 4 drives into this second half, and we've reached turbo clock at the end of the third. 12 minutes remains, and it will be pretty much a game time and real time 12 minutes. Pending timeouts and whatnot. Heinrich on the return, has Green in front of him. Can he get there? Not quite. Brought down at the 16. What a return by Cole Heinrich.
On the return, number 4, Cole Heinrich. Tackle made by number 0, Mikey Beck.
Big time play. Heinrich looking like he's got some pep in his step still. As Ameren in the offense will try to keep it from being a goose egg at the end of this contest. Ameren will hand it off. Vose to his right. Breaks up field. Marching his way for 6 yards. Brings up 2nd and 4. Ameren in the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off. Vose to his left this time. Breaks forward, finds Green, and into the end zone for 6. 10:45. Time on the clock when Vose punches in their first touchdown of the game. Was a 10-yard touchdown run. The kick is up and good. And that brings it 49-7. Keep it here for the time being. $7:49. It does keep the clock going, as we've already entered turbo clock, and that is, as I previously mentioned, irreversible. So regardless of the score from here on out, I believe it should be running. I was about to say, hadn't been running. And the kickoff will make its way out of bounds. Which will give Spring Hill the ball on the 40.
After the ball is kicked out of bounds, ball will be spotted on Spring Hill, 35.
Oh, excuse me, 35. So 1st and 10 from the 35 as it'll be Brennan Dubert out on the field now. Hands it off to his right. And wrapped up in the backfield was Sam Abbott for a loss of 1. Weather at 54 degrees, hence my stuffy nose. So I'm sure it is a pleasant audio cue as this carry will make his way for 2 yards on the play. Looked like it was Andrew Pullen on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 9 now from the Broncos' 36. Dubert in the backfield, drops back to pass, rolls to his left, fires, and it's complete to Abbott at the 50-yard line. 14-yard completion. For Dubert to Abbott. Exciting play for those guys out there on the field. 2 sophomores making the connection. As now it'll be new face, Evan Goodfriend, excuse me. Hands it off to Caldwell, who picks up 5 on the play.
On the stop, number 29, William Norton.
So 2nd and 5 now from the Louisburg 45. Snap is high and ooh, lit up in the backfield. Goodfriend. Oh no, not Goodfriend. They're switching it up on me. Blaise Rodina gets brought down for -4.
3rd and 9 for the Broncos at the Louisburg 49-yard line.
So 3rd and 9 coming up as that play action was blown up. 42-point lead. As the clock trickles inside of 5 minutes remaining. And will be no gain on the play from the carry out of Levi Schrum. Fourth and 9. Now, still in 4-down territory. I believe they're going to be going for it here. Looks like Rodina coming back out for this 4th down snap. 4:30 and counting on the game clock as they fake the double handoff. Rodina dishes it out to his right. It won't be enough. It'll be 5 yards as he connects to Ryan Drummond on the reception. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 44 for Louisburg. As we'll see who's leading their charge on this drive. Having some miscommunication on the field as play clock winds inside of 5 now. Handoff goes to Matthias Wright, who dashes upfield 5 yards.
Tackled by number 25, C.J. Payne. There you go, C.J. 2nd and 5 for Wildcats at their own 49.
5-yard carry from Wright brings up 2nd and 5 from the 49. Under center for the Wildcats is Cooper Kilgore, number 18. Looks like he will remain as he fakes the screen pass, moves to his right, and upfield for a gain of another 5 for a 1st down.
On the stop, number 51, Miller Musgrave.
2:10 on the clock as it keeps chewing away. Louisburg will be pressing against it if they want to try and get one more touchdown by the end of this contest. It'll be illegal motion, bringing them back 5.
After penalty, be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats at midfield.
1st and 15 from the 50. 1:30 remaining. Kilgore under center. Takes the snap, flips it to Wright. Wright moves into the secondary, hurdles a man, and gets upfield inside of the 40. Good for 14 yards. As we break into our final 60 seconds here in Spring Hill.
2nd in the yard for the Wildcats. Spring Hill, 36.
Under center, Kilgore hands it off right, upfield, picks up 2, and the 1st down. As they will look to get one more play here at the end of this contest. They could just let the play clock run, but it looks like they're going to run one more here. 20 seconds. Kilgore takes the snap, flips it to Wright. Right to his left, and is shut down at the 32 for a gain of 2, and that will be it. Final score 49-7 as Spring Hill dominates at home and stays undefeated in home games this season. And they will certainly have a couple more opportunities for that to break in the postseason as they will look to host some games. Big time win to advance to 7-1. Louisburg 3-5 now on the season as they will move into the postseason on a tough note. We'll take a break here and we'll be right back with the postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicioussment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. You wanna live free?
Post-game show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Insurance Group, they believe that building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Final stats of the game. Louisburg in the second half managed to get 61 rush yards and 10 receiving, whereas Spring Hill, 132 rushing yards, 19 receiving. Not a lot in the air. Had a couple of incompletions there towards the end. Was looking flawless for Miller with only one incompletion in the first half. Then a couple got out of his hand in a little bit of a wonky way and just didn't really help his QBR much. But certainly a great day for him. No interceptions, no turnovers by either team tonight. All purely turnover on downs or punts. So big kudos to both of these teams for being able to hang on to the ball and not give up anything easy to the defenses. But talk about total yardage, 133 on the ground, 23 in the air for Louisburg, putting together a total of 156 yards on the night. and 341 on the ground, 136 through the air for 477 total from Spring Hill. A dominant performance here in Week 8 of the regular season. The regular season finale, Broncos go out with a boom and will head into the postseason feeling real nice about themselves next week on Halloween. Won't be too scary for them, whereas for Louisburg, couple of holes to patch up in that team. It's a young team, so this season you knew you were coming into it, had a lot of work cut out for you with this young team, a lot of graduates last year, but hoping to put together a nice postseason run. 1 or 2 wins would probably be nice for them at the end of the day. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here on Louisburg Sports Live. Thank you for watching tonight. Hope to see you tune in next week for Louisburg Sports Live. First round of playoffs on the horizon. Stay tuned for that. And once again, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. And this is Drake Miller signing off for tonight.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.